leadership is about more than just telling people what to do. It's about setting an example, and one of the most crucial qualities a leader can possess is humility. When leaders demonstrate humility, they not only gain the respect and loyalty of their team, but they also foster an environment of collaboration and growth. Humility allows leaders to acknowledge their own limitations and mistakes, and it encourages open communication and learning from others. It shows that leaders are willing to listen, admit when they're wrong, and give credit where it's due. So let's remember, true leadership is not about asserting dominance, but rather about humbly guiding and empowering those around us. In today's fast-paced and competitive world, the concept of humility often takes a backseat. We are constantly bombarded with messages that encourage us to assert ourselves, showcase our achievements, and emphasize personal success above all else. However, in the midst of this, the value of humility often gets overlooked. So, today, we're going to dive deep into the importance of humility and why it deserves a place in our lives. Let's start with a powerful image: a large roaring waterfall cascading down the mountainside. This majestic sight reminds us of the sheer force and grandeur of nature. Just like this waterfall, humility reminds us of the vastness and magnificence of the world around us. It humbles us by reminding us that we are just a small part of something much greater. Next, let's visualize a group of people engaged in conversation, each person listening attentively to the other. This image represents the fundamental aspect of humility, the ability to truly listen and learn from others. When we approach conversations with humility, we open ourselves up to different perspectives, diverse experiences, and valuable insights. It is through humility that we can grow intellectually and emotionally, expanding our horizons beyond what we previously knew. Imagine a tree rooted firmly in the ground. This symbolizes the virtue of humility as it keeps us grounded in who we are. Humility acknowledges our strengths and talents, but it also recognizes our limitations and weaknesses. It reminds us that we are not infallible and that there is always room for improvement. By staying grounded in humility, we can foster personal growth and constantly strive to become better versions of ourselves. Now picture a pair of hands gently helping someone up from a fall. This image depicts the compassionate side of humility. When we humble ourselves, we become more empathetic and understanding towards others. It allows us to uplift those around us, offering a helping hand when they stumble. Humility reminds us that we are all on this journey of life together, and by extending kindness and support, we can create a harmonious and supportive community. Think of a maze with numerous paths, some easier to navigate than others. This maze represents the challenges and obstacles that life presents to us. Humility teaches us to approach these challenges with grace and resilience. Instead of resorting to arrogance or entitlement, humility reminds us to face adversity with a sense of humility and the willingness to learn from our mistakes. It allows us to embrace failure as a stepping stone towards growth and ultimately helps us overcome obstacles with tenacity. Now, imagine a beautiful garden filled with an assortment of vibrant flowers. Each flower is unique, blossoming in its own way. Just as the garden thrives because of its variety, our society flourishes when we embrace and appreciate the differences in others. Humility invites us to set aside our ego and make room for empathy and understanding, creating a more harmonious and accepting world. Lastly, envision a person standing on top of a mountain, but instead of basking in their achievement, they extend their hand to pull someone else up. This image radiates the essence of humility in success. Humility reminds us that accomplishments are not solely about personal gain but also about uplifting others and making a positive impact in our communities. It embodies the idea that true success is measured not by what we achieve individually, but by the legacy we leave behind and the lives we've touched. So, let's embrace humility in our lives. Let's strive to listen, learn, and grow. In doing so, we can foster a world filled with empathy, compassion, and understanding. Remember, humility is not a sign of weakness but a testament to our strength of character. It is through humility that we can truly thrive and make a lasting difference in the world.